Hello, this screencast is to help explain my Module 7 lesson plan for my high school physical science class for a lesson I'm doing on the behavior of gases. So in this lesson, I'm having students investigate the relationship between temperature, pressure, volume, and the number of particles using a set of digital tools. And the three tools that I chose for this one are Wayground, PhET simulations, and Padlet. And the goal of this lesson is for students to use the evidence from the model to explain gas behavior at the particle level. So first I have students using Wayground with an embedded PhET simulation. So as you can see here, I figured out that the PhET simulations are able to be embedded directly into the Wayground quizzes. And so the main investigation part of this lesson has students changing things like the temperature, adding different amounts of gas, adding different sized gas particles. They can release gas particles. They can change the volume by expanding or shrinking the volume of the container. And we're able to see temperature, pressure, and how those are affected. Once they're done going through the simulation, answering the questions that I have set up for them, it gives them feedback right away about whether they got it right or not. Then my lesson has them going to a Padlet that I have set up. And in this Padlet, the students will do a claim evidence reasoning response. They make their claim about one gas relationship and support it with at least two pieces of evidence and explain why this relationship happens using particle motion. And they also have to complete a peer reply, and there's a checklist here making sure that they understand what needs to be included in that peer reply. And I also have a set of sentence starters here for students that, so they don't get stuck. I do have some ELLs in my physical science class, so this is intended to assist them. But it's also available to any of the students that just might be getting stuck. And that's one of the nice things about ELL scaffolding. It can also benefit the non-ELL students. I'm a big fan of this lesson, but one of the challenges with implementing it is the pacing. So at my school, we have 50-minute class periods. And I intend for this lesson to just take up one of those 50-minute class periods. So I build, depending on how quickly the students go, will depend on how much of it gets done in class. I have it built in such a way that the Padlet CER version thing at the end can be done as homework if they don't finish it in class. So that allows some students that are going faster to get it done in class and not have to worry about it after school. But those that need extra time have that opportunity to get that done after school. I'm a big fan of this lesson in its current form, but if I had to change something, I might consider in the future finding a way to expand it a bit more and maybe have it take up more than one class period, and maybe have things where they have to, once they're doing their reasoning, they may go back to the simulation and look for more evidence and do it more than just a one cycle thing, have multiple cycles of collecting evidence and reasoning. That could be something that I'd consider in the future. Overall, I feel like this lesson gave students a nice, more hands-on visual way to understand gas laws than just having them work through the formulas on a board, actually seeing what happens when you change these variables on a particle level.